difficult to get Raya in marriage because she comes from Muslim family, and me, I come from a Christian family. So if
Mamas
was at home, you know.
So far, interesting story. Welcome to our new program called Mamas. LDK TV invites a wonderful couple.
My name is Prosper, and I'm a servant of God of El Shaddai Church in Copenhagen. I don't know what can I say here, but let me give a time to my wife so she can present herself. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Raya, and I'm a servant of God also in El Shaddai Church. And we are very pleased to be here to share about you, our life like couple, because we know somehow, somewhere, it may help somebody. It's in the work of God. So we are pleased to be here.
Yeah, that's a good reason. People need to hear different stories. Maybe, as you said, they will be helped about different life situations, how to react on them. But tell us, how long have you been together, or how did your story begin?
Yeah, that is a good question. Now, how long we are together? Can you remember? But you know what? We met at the first time, it was in 1993. But we make our marriage, we was married in Uganda. It was 1997. It's how many years now, if we count? 97 until today is
23
years. So that means we have 23 years together of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay, tell us about what happened for 27 years ago, when you first met.
Oh, this
Many
is wonderful.
things, many things.
That is
happened.
wonderful.
Many things happened.
It wasn't easy. You know what? You know, the day I meet this lady, it wasn't easy. And I remember one day, you know, it's like I prophesied. So one day she was at home. You know, we live somewhere in Burundi, and she came to visit one family where I was living. And from there, I just entered that house. I see many persons in that house. And my wife Raya, she was with her brother there, and a young brother. And when I saw her at the first time, she was young that time. And I just speak to her brother, you know what, I will marry your sister. But in my idea, I didn't have any thought, any thinking, I will be with her. It was like a joke. I joked with his small brother, I will marry your sister. And the brother became angry. Go, why? Why do you say that? I say, I will marry her. And after that, I left. And it was finished. But I want to tell you one thing. After some years, we moved from that place, we go to another place where we was living. Then I saw her. She came with her big sister. And I said, wow, what kind of wonderful ladies I see here. I want to tell you, that day, I was finished. And I said, this lady, this is her again, but she's grown up. Now she was, wow, I don't know how I can explain it. And I said, no, I need this lady. I need her. And I just started to speak to her. She was going somewhere to take something, and I started to speak to them. How are you? I become nice, and they say it's okay. And can I help you? So I have to help them, because that time they came to take, I don't know, it was water, I think. Then I started to help them to carry that water for Raya. Then we went until we reached near their place. I cannot come near just to their place. Then I left them there, and I said, okay, see you next time. So it was my first step to speak to Raya. And
Okay.
it was in 93 that time.
And if I can add a little bit, it's well, if I go back, the first time you saw me, of course I was young, but you saw somebody who is young, a girl who is young. At that time, you could not think being friend with me because I was very young in you. And you when you saw me, you say, this girl, she's beautiful, but she's very young to be my friend. And you went, and that's why it pushed you to tell me, I will marry your sister without to know how, without to know when.
Exactly.
And you know,
Exactly.
it's impossible because you saw me, I'm young. And you know, as like women,
And I was student too that time.
Yeah. And you know, as like girls, like women, there is some time when you get to certain age, you become you grow up so quickly. Yeah, it's this teenager age.
Yeah.
And in that time he saw me, then he said, oh, he's a woman. And I can now go and try to know her more. So
but you know what, servant of God, it wasn't easy to her because it was after I knew many boys, they tried to speak to Raya, but Raya cannot speak with anybody. And one time I speak to her, why you speak with me easily? And she told me it was because he was a friend of my brother. I remember that time we was to the same school with our brother. The name was Semi. And because that, she gave me respect. And I get a time to speak to her because she knew I know the brother. And it wasn't easy that time to meet
No.
her.
How was it to take the sister of a friend? It's not always easy, maybe. You know, when you have a good friend and his little sister is growing, his friend comes, okay, I want to marry your sister.
Friend? Or
No, it wasn't really. He wasn't really a friend, but because we were to the same school, and we knew each other, and we are in the same area. And that time, the man, Semi wasn't there. In that time, he traveled far away, and it was just an opportunity to follow the sister. And you know, when you fall in love, you forget even friends. So you don't care anymore. And I said, this lady, I can do everything just to be with her. And I was decided. And for me, it wasn't just to be a girlfriend and boyfriend. No, for me it was, I want to have a girlfriend I can marry also. Because that time I had in my head, I think this is a time now to find someone I can live with. Because I decided to myself, I want to have a couple life. And it wasn't in that way. Exactly.
So far, interesting story. It's always nice to hear about new worlds and new people and so other universes. Tell us from the water where you helped Raya bringing the water and then you left. How did you come to the marriage?
Wow. Can you start or I speak?
You are the chief of the house.
Okay.
So you start.
Yes, I'm the head, but you are the owner of the house. Yes, of course. That is a long story, really a long story.
Okay, we have time.
It wasn't easy to have Raya to marriage. I remember, when war came in Burundi, I left Burundi to Denmark, and I remember she told me one thing that continued to be in my heart. She told me, Prosper, now you want to run from this country. But one thing, I'm ready to wait for you. But if you decide to marry another woman there where you are running, just please tell me, because I don't want to wait someone who is married without to know. Then I'm waiting. And for me, that one touched my heart. I said, this lady, are we married, really? And I have to be honest to her. And when I left Burundi, I was in Denmark, I was thinking about it. And I said, you know what? Really, I have to. I saw many, many ladies in Denmark. I saw many, many. But my heart was to Raya. Really, I decided from when I got my paper to live in Denmark, I decided I have to go back to marry my wife and to bring her in Denmark. And I remember I didn't have enough money that time to travel to Africa. Then I start to put aside money, and when I get some amount, so I travel. But I speak to my friend. So see what was difficult to get Raya in marriage, because she come from Muslim family, and they are really believer in Muslim. And me, I come from a Christian family. So if we go officially to her family, they cannot accept us. They cannot welcome us because we are Christian. A Muslim family cannot marry their daughter to a Christian. So what can I do? And I need this lady. And I don't want anyone in my life. I need first Raya. And I remember I had a friend, my best friend in Burundi, and I decided really to use my best friend. And I told him, you know what, my friend, if it can be possible to travel with my girlfriend in another country, then we decided to travel in Uganda. So if we meet in Uganda, it will be easy to make our marriage in commune. And he told me it's okay. Then I send money, and they travel from Burundi to Rwanda, from Rwanda to Uganda. And when I was there waiting from them, they came. So we arranged our wedding, and I was welcomed by a Ugandan family. Their Christian family, really, they welcomed me there, and they take care with me. It was wonderful. And we arranged our marriage. We went to the government, and we was married there. And after that, we put our case in Danish embassy to Raya to come to Denmark. And when I came, and after that, they give visa to Raya to come to Denmark. See how we came together in Denmark as a wife and husband. It was in that way. I don't know if I forget something.
Yeah, I want to say about your friend there, because if I hear many stories about friends, sometimes people, they are disappointed about friends. But these friends of my husband, Prosper, he was a good friend. I can take him like as an example, because I remember when I was to that red point, when I see now we are connected. I'm connected to him, he's connected to me. Now I can feel maybe something like to live together, to be married, it can come next. Then I said, this one I have to cut it here, because I cannot see how we can be married, because my father, he's a sheikh, and I know his father, he's a pastor. You know, it's two things which cannot meet like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to mix with them. I don't have to. We have a problem. If we reach to that point.
Mamas.